Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Smackdown live from Washington, D.C. We are but a few days away from SummerSlam. It is our second go around the sun. Woo! And this man, Shokei-O, one of the men who were pined to be in the Money in the Bank match, couldn't exactly get it done, but you know what?
He is on, we see him getting acquainted with Miss Ripley as, he got waved to one a couple of shows ago. And good on him, right? Good on him. Hope he doesn't end up like Dom. Or, you know what? Learn from the mistakes of great men. Or awful men, depending on who you ask. Mr. Shokei-O is set to face Toph one-on-one. As Toph looks to, Toph is quite frankly uninterested in that Divas Championship. He has entertained the idea of it and whatnot, but does he need it? Does he need it? Eventually, so he might just go on and take it because Jay versus Toph. Let's get very real. But for the time being, he wants to clear some ranks of AK-170. They've been killing it. They've just been in the backdrop, and it's quite frankly, the general manager, Miss B, says, hey, one of you got to get to work. And Shokei-O, ever so the man to try and impress Miss Ripley, said, I'll get to work. Good on him, right?
Listen, I think Toph, it would do wonders for his stock if he were to beat Jay for the light heavyweight Divas Championship of the world, It's still a title in my opinion. I mean, if you beat a guy for a championship belt, you can still hang it in your trophy case. Doesn't matter if it's commissioned by the AWF or not.
That is a fair point indeed, but this, again, this as of right now, the Toph is a proving ground. Shokei-O, former Untouchable, last year at SummerSlam, he was in the first ever tag team match against Silver Viper and Relly Rock. He even got back to a rematch with them a couple times. He's always been a promising talent and former Actions Hardcore champion, so clearly so, knocking him off will probably take top stock of some even more. That's quote-unquote 2 champions that they would have beat.
And speaking of World Tag Team Championships, AK-170 faces Jay and Jer in the main event. We heard the words from AK-170 earlier tonight.
And that is certainly a sight to behold.
Those boys seem like they've got their game face on.
And Shokei-O with the game face on against Toph one-on-one. This is Smackdown. These two gentlemen are set to go as Special Agent Newton is on the call. Rhea Ripley ringside to see Toph with a went for the boot. Went for the big sweet chin right there. Super kick could not work out. Up she goes. And went for, going for
look at this.
Up. That's a heavy,
look at this.
300 plus pounds, met pile driven. Gotta think, that's one way to impress a lady.
And speaking of impressive lady, it confuses me because Rhea Ripley seems like the type can try and, for lack of better terms, dominate men who are, who she sees as lesser than her, which I'm confused as to why she's in the corner of Shokei-O. As far as I'm concerned, Shokei-O is a man's man.
Right up there. Shokei-O has some promise. A man's man. He's a team effort guy. What's wrong with that? He's a Hollywood man for a reason. Shokei-O, he's been runaway like Jay. Let the distraction, uppercut. Pretty sure he didn't expect that. Toph jumped right back up. Rhea through the bone. Shokei-O could not fully capitalize with. What a chop to that. Woo!
And Toph reminds me of like a raging bull. He just storms at you. And you feel
Bop!
And he can do stuff like that as well.
Knock the hell out. Clean code. Newton with the count. 1, 2. Rope break. 3.
And another one of Newton. Take a trip to the eye doctor.
That goes in an AWF record book for a missed rope break. Haven't seen one of those since, I believe, Chaos. Long ago. Or there's probably been a few I've missed, but Shokei-O, clear as day, had that rope grabbed and didn't give it in. The refs count as final. The match is over. Toph has beaten 2 champions in his resume. And now that former Actions Hardcore and former Renegade champion falls, the Divas champion falls in. Who is next for this man? Hey, we got some more Smackdown up next.